Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we're going to be looking at Mars conjunct North Node in Synastry. So this video is for you if you have this particular conjunction taking place with another person in their natal chart. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. So Mars in our natal charts deals with our ambition, our drive, how we handle conflict. It's that aggression within, it's the passion energy within, and it is also that sexual energy within. The North Node in our natal charts is our overall life purpose. It's the direction where we are heading in this lifetime. It's that ultimate potential within. That's that North Node. They do say that once we complete the North Node, we cross out of this earth plane. So you guys can kind of look at the North Node as the direction you guys are heading in this lifetime, the North Star, if you will. So when we have a person's Mars coming into contact with a person's North Node, I mean, this could be a very harmonious dynamic if you think about it. The Mars person sees this potential in the North Node person. They see where the North Node person can be heading, the direction they're going in. Now the thing is, it really depends what's going on with both people's natal charts, always within Synastry, within the person's individual natal chart, and then between each other, are there any other aspects taking place? Because the thing is, with this particular placement, like one thing that is coming through basically to mention is like, it kind of depends to see what's the dynamic between the two people, because it's like the question here can be like, what is the Mars person's motivation actually is really what it is, because Mars energetically can be your ego as well. Maybe in this dynamic, the Mars person sees a potential in the North Node person, but maybe it's just to feed their own ego, for example, or for ego driven reasons. Maybe they're going to see, let's say, this potential in this person to make money, for example. So it really depends to see what's going on between the two people. What is the situation here? Where are the two people at in terms of their evolutionary journey? Because that could be something that's taking place. And it's interesting because the North Node person can pick up on this from the Mars person. Now, in a harmonious dynamic, in the best positive outcome, I guess you can say, it's like the North Node person can feel very, very flattered by the Mars person. They can feel very driven, for example. Maybe like the Mars person like initiates or like lights this fire within that the North Node person didn't even know that they had, or like goals that they didn't even know that they had, or like maybe they didn't know how to go about getting their goals, and then the Mars person comes through and the Mars person is like, okay, this is how we're going to do it, here's the action plan. Or like the Mars person can come through and maybe be like, well, why did you never think about doing it this way? Or have you ever considered doing this or starting that? Like, it could definitely be positive in the sense as well. So it really depends, once again, where the two people are at and like the awareness level that they have. Because it's like, let's say the two people are evolved, it could be a very good dynamic. And it depends also what type of relationship this is. Because let's say it's more so like a business partnership, because sometimes for the Mars placements, like Mars is sexual energy. So if there isn't anything else that's romantic taking place between the two people, it could be maybe like a sexual dynamic. Or I can also sometimes see it playing out as a business relationship as well, or like a work type of relationship where it's like, again, the Mars person is like the cheerleader. They're like, okay, let's do it. Or they're like, we're going to put this into action. Like, this is how we're going to go about getting it. Like Mars energy always wants to go. It's that first house, the Aries energy. Obviously, it depends what sign you guys have going on in here, but Mars is the first house and it's ruled by Aries. So it always wants to go. It always wants to take something, the potential that they see, and put it into action. So this can absolutely be something positive. Like, let's say you guys do have a business together between the two people. Once again, the North Node person can really feel like their life purpose is panning out while the Mars person is around. But what I will say, once again, it comes back down to like, what is the intention here? Mars can be egoic, so there could be like an ego-driven reason taking place here. Let's say it is a business. But if both people are benefiting from this dynamic, I mean, that's a good thing. It doesn't really matter what the intention is, but it could go maybe into the shadow sense. Let's say the North Node person isn't as aware, and then the Mars person comes through and they kind of see this like money, dollar signs in their eyes type of situation as soon as they see the North Node person. Like, it could be this. So it could be unbalanced, absolutely, but it could also be very, very balanced and very, very positive as well. In terms of sexuality for this particular dynamic, actually what I was psychically seeing before I started this video was actually like, maybe these two people, like if they are in a sexual relationship, like through this relationship, maybe they get clarity afterwards, or maybe they use the sexual energy that they have going on between each other to fuel the life purpose, let's say in the North Node person situation, to fuel the North Node person or kind of make it come to life. Or maybe they have certain ideas come through when they are in this act or after it. For example, I'm trying not to say too many words too many times, but I'm sure you guys are catching my drift. So absolutely it could go into this direction as well. Obviously, once again, it depends on the rest of the natal chart. Like, let's say there are more romantic placements taking place and maybe this is a romantic relationship. It could be very good as well, because it's like the North Node person feels like the Mars person is fueling their life purpose. And then the Mars person can kind of feel like they are assisting the North Node person. But once again, Mars energy overall, it's like it wants to be the best and wants to be number one. So you still kind of want to see like what's going on behind behind the scenes here. Because Mars energy, like I can't really say that it's the most selfless energy is really what that is. It's that first house at the end of the day. It's about the self. So there could be some sort of like, let's say ulterior motives taking place here if this is maybe just the only aspect taking place within a natal chart. But in the most harmonious, positive sense, it really is this. It feels like the Mars person is helping the North Node person get their goals, get their dreams, be in alignment with their overall life purpose. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up my video here on Mars conjunct North Node in Synastry. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.